today we're going to cover the vertical step through. This is what it looks like. I'll start off with that, and then I'll also show you the continuous step through, which looks like this. So the trick to this is to make sure that your hoop is flowing in the direction that is backwards. So say you were swinging your arms backwards, that would be the direction that you want it to go. Doesn't matter if you're right-handed, left-handed, doesn't matter which direction that you're hooping, you want to make sure that it's moving backwards. So if I'm hooping in my right hand, it's going to be moving this direction. If I'm hooping in my left hand, it's still moving this direction. Okay? That's the first important step. The next thing to remember is that you'll notice that when you're hooping on your hand, there's a point where it rolls over the back of your hand in order for you to maintain the hoop. So make note of that. And when the hoop is below you and just in front and there's an open space there, what I'd like you to do is stick your leg through, and you'll notice that right as you stick your leg through, the hoop's at the point where it's kind of crawling over the back of your hand. After it's crawled over the back of your hand, you're going to want to grip the hoop firmly and then follow through with that rotation. So we're hooping on our hand. We're going to step through. It helps sometimes to even crouch down as you step through, just to keep your upper torso smaller so you can get through that hoop. So we're crouching through, and you want to freeze there. That's a good place to freeze. You want to grip the hoop with your right hand and follow through as far as you can. Now with your free hand, you want to grab as close to the front of the hoop here as you can. So not up top, okay? You want to close to the bottom. Now there's two options here as to which way you have your hand gripping the hoop. So you could either have your thumb face to the right or face to the left. If you have your thumb facing to the right, it's going to be easier for you to continue the trick. So I'll just turn like this, because it's already in the correct position to just move on to your hand to continue hooping. So the trick to knowing which way your thumb is facing, that's going to make it easy for that, is whatever direction the hoop just came from, if your thumb's facing that direction, it's going to follow through. So if I'm moving from the left side of me to the right side, I want my right hand, ready to point to the left. And that's an easy, clean follow through. The tricky thing with that is that when you move on to a continuous vertical hoop, is that it's going to be very difficult to maintain that if your thumb is facing that direction. Let me show you. So again, with my left hand, little wardrobe malfunction there. If my left hand thumb is facing to the right, and I try to do a continuous step through, I'm going to grab it, and it becomes really awkward to try to bring the hoop up and continue. So try it with your thumb facing the opposite direction. Okay? So turn your hand like this. So rather than approaching the hoop like this, turn your hand like this, stick your elbow out, and be prepared to follow through the hoop, leading with your elbow first. So I'm going to step through, and then lead with that elbow, grab the hoop, pull it up. As you're rotating it, lift your knee, and you can fit that hoop kind of in the pocket within your knee. Have that other hand ready, with your elbow pointing away from you, grab it again, and then you end up flowing through that hoop with each step. Now when you move out of this move, you're going to have to do a bit of a hand movement in order to follow through back onto this hand hooping motion. So that is vertical hooping.